Yo, what's up gamers? Russ here, coming at you with a quick sort of unedited video. I'm going to try and make this as short and sweet as possible. I wanted to go over a couple things because everything's a bit up in the air right now regarding builds and Demon Hunter stuff. We've had the double legendaries come out, so Venthyr is now a hot topic and a decent possibility. So I'm probably going to make this into a few videos talking about the different kind of builds, but I wanted to start with one that I've been playing the most, at least, and that is Venthyr with First Blood. Most people seem to think that Venthyr is the pretty much standard raid build, which is this, I believe. This is what most people talked about when we got the opportunity for double legendaries and Venthyr coming out, which is like big sinful brand uptime, really good single target, completely slaps. And you can play this in Mythic Plus. I will talk about that in another video. But for this video, I wanted to talk about Fellblade Demon Blades and First Blood Venthyr. And on the level 30 row, you can actually choose pretty much any of these. Personally, I'm not a fan of Unbound Chaos because I just dislike having to use Fell Rush for damage. Firstly, it's annoying because I have to constantly change my positioning around, and maybe I need to Fell Rush at a time when it's not suitable. One thing, for example, I can think of in Mythic Plus is on Hakar and DOS, really annoying having to use Unbound Chaos. Same with a lot of the bosses in DOS, to be honest, where you have to stand and soak something. Either you have to let your Unbound Chaos go to waste, or you have to mess with your positioning. I personally don't like it, so I go with Glaive Tempest. I feel like Glaive Tempest does loads of damage. As you can see on my recent breakdown, this is an M+ I did. I think it was a Halls. Glaive Tempest does tons of damage. It's easy to use. The one downside of it is that it's, if you're running a cycle of hatred, you maybe don't want to take Glaive Tempest because it's using Fury that you could otherwise use into a Chaos Strike, but it's less than one Chaos Strike every 16 seconds, right? So it's like, is it really affecting you that much? I don't know. But Glaive Tempest just feels very nice. So you can play any of these talents. And yeah, Fellblade, Demon Blades, First Blood, pretty much what we've been playing as Night Fae for the past, well, previous season, with the Burning Wounds legendary. When I play this, I've tried it with a few different legendary setups. I run Unity, 4-piece. 4-piece, pretty nice for Venthyr and Mythic Plus, to be honest. Turns your Metamorphosis into more of an AoE cooldown. So you want to be just like, I even save it and don't use it on bosses, so I can use it on big trash packs because it does incredible damage when you can actually pop the meta onto the pack, put Sinful Brand on everything, follow it with an I-beam, and you get like a 18-second Sinful Brand on the whole pack, which is like long enough to just kill it, basically, which is really nice. So with this build, First Blood means you're going to be using Blade Dance or Death Sweep on cooldown. The kind of combo that you want to be using really depends on which Soulbind you're running. So you can run this build with probably any of the Soulbinds, to be honest. I run it with Draven or Thoetar most of the time. If I want to take triple potency conduit, then I'll run Thoetar and make sure you get the party favors. And if you can get the haste T, cool. If you can't, I don't think it's that much of a big deal, but some people are like, I will never play Thoetar without haste T. I don't think I've rolled haste T one time yet since the patch, or since double legendary came out. So you can run with Draven, pretty strong option for a couple reasons. If you ever die, you get some extra damage, but just don't die anyway, because that is a DPS loss. I always run Growing Inferno with every single build I play. Immolation Aura just does way too much damage to not take it. Defensive ones, I always make sure I take Fell Defender and Viscous Ink. Other than that, you can kind of fill with whatever you want with Finesse and defensives and stuff. Condensed Animosphere is a good option for passive healing. And then you want to take this talent here, or this row on Soulbind, built for war, right? While you're above 80% health, you gain 1% agility every 2 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. If you fall below 50%, the effect is lost. Quite often, you'll be above 50% HP, and you'll just have this sitting in your buff bar, just sat there, static 5% agility. It's got very high uptime through the dungeons that I've tested it on. 5% agility is very nice. It just buffs all your damage. And you also get this other soulbind here called Battlefield Presence. Each nearby enemy trembles at your presence, increasing your damage and healing done by 1% and reducing damage taken by 1%, up to a max of 3. So anytime that you're in a crowd of 3 or more mobs, you're hitting this 3% all damage increase. So it's applying to your trinkets, it's applying to all of your abilities. Any possible effects that your character can be putting out is being multiplied by this Battlefield Presence. So that's really, really awesome. So they're just 2 static buffs. It makes Draven really good. And if I'm running First Blood, I'm going to be running Dancing with Fate. Now, there's another conduit here called Increased Scrutiny. Now, this one is very, very nice. And this is when I want to run Thoetar, if I want to run triple potency. And this will be my 3rd potency conduit. Now, what this does is bring my Sinful Brand from a 45-second cooldown down to a 35-second cooldown. And if I want to play with that, my basic combo will pretty much be, or 34 seconds, sorry. So you basically want to sync every Sinful Brand with your I-beam, right? There's 2 kind of playstyles. There's a desync playstyle and a sync playstyle. This is what I call it. I don't know if any of these terms are correct, but this is the sync playstyle with Thoetar and triple potency. This is just what I call it. So your basic combo will be like having some fury, and then your basic combo is the same as it used to be. You want to fit 2 death sweeps into every I-beam demonic window, but all you want to do is make sure that you Sinful Brand before every I-beam. So you're just hitting your target, you're chilling, you Sinful Brand, you I-beam, you death sweep, you can do a filler, glaive tempest, glaive throw, and then 1 more death sweep into an annihilation while you're in the death sweep animation, and then you're chilling again. Now you're just doing a normal rotation, blade dance on cooldown, fill with chaos strikes, chuck away glaive tempest on cooldown, blade dance again, maybe I have throw a glaive here or something, it's not up. And now I-beam's coming back up. I got 5 seconds on brand, so I'm waiting now. I'm holding this I-beam, and now I'm going to brand, I-beam, death sweep, glaive tempest, blade, and now I'm chilling, waiting for the second death sweep into annihilation, and that's like your combo. It's called like, so as you see, my Sinful Brand is hitting about 20 seconds uptime from every Sinful Brand. It's pretty high uptime on it. And yeah, you'll just be syncing every Sinful Brand with an I-beam, right? Gives you good priority target damage. You still get a nice cleave with the I-beam, and you're just doing generally good damage. Like it's exactly the same playstyle as the Burning Wound playstyle that we used to play with, except now you don't have to spend time like tabbing between different nameplates to make sure you got your Burning Wound up on everything. You just play it exactly the same, except before every I-beam, you just wait with Sinful Brand, and then you Sinful Brand, I-beam, and blade dance, right? So that's the sync playstyle. Now, I think I can just change my Soulbinds from here. So now with Draven, this is when I would play desync, right? Because now I'm not running the triple potency. My Sinful Brand is a 45-second cooldown, and my I-beam is a 30-second cooldown. So I'm gonna have to either delay my I-beam by 15 seconds to line up with every Sinful Brand. I'm getting a lot more just like passive damage this way, because I'm just having like my Draven buffs built for war and the commanding presence, this Battlefield Presence thing, as you see if I stand in range here. 3% damage, 5% agility. It's just pretty nice. So this is like the desync playstyle, and you play it basically the same when Sinful Brand's available. The combo exactly the same. I-beam into blade dance, and then chuck your glaive tempest away, and then you want your second death sweep into annihilation. That's like your standard bread and butter combo. And now I-beam's coming up in 15, but Sinful Brand's in 28, right? So I'm gonna either have to wait with my I-beam for Sinful Brand, or it's kind of a judgment call. If you want to prio single target damage and have your Sinful Brand have a higher uptime, then you might want to wait with the I-beam. But if there's like 3 mobs in front of me, I'm just going to throw my I-beam and do the exact same combo, just without a Sinful Brand beforehand. Make sure I get my second death sweep. Then I do my glaive tempest, right? And now I've got my Sinful Brand up, so I can decide like, okay, is this target going to die soon? Maybe I just throw my Sinful Brand on it and then I sync them up next pack. Or now I can wait with Sinful Brand and delay this by 15 seconds. And then I can throw the Sinful Brand out now. Now I know it's still going to be up by the time the I-beam comes up because it's 8-second duration. Then I do my I-beam combo. Once again, I still get the extension on the Sinful Brand. And you can see that they kind of like start to sync back up. Now they're only 10 seconds apart, right? So now when the next one comes up, I can decide, do I want to hold Sinful Brand? Probably I'll hold my I-beam for 10 seconds here. Depends. If there's a huge AoE pack in front of me, maybe it's not worth holding the I-beam, right? I can just be like, all right, I'm just going to fire this I-beam. There's 10 mobs in front of me. I'm just going to fire this I-beam off, and maybe I'll just sacrifice the extended time on the Sinful Brand this time around, because it comes up quite often, right? So it's really a judgment call every single time that this kind of Sinful Brand I-beam dilemma is coming up, where you like, do you want a Sinful Brand and extend it? Do you just want an I-beam for the damage? Because the I-beam and Fell Devastation does like a decent amount of damage combined, especially on AoE, right? So that's kind of like a cool build I want to talk about. It's competitive in Mythic Plus. I've been doing like 17-18k overall in some keys like Halls of Atonement, Necrotic Wake, like plus 20s and things. I even played the full single target build in Plaguefall, and I did like 13.3k overall or something in a 22. So that was pretty nice for Plaguefall. That's quite high, I believe. So yeah, I'll make another video on the single target build. I'll also make another video on Night Fae. But the takeaway is you can play this build with really whatever legendary. Like you could even swap out your legendary using these talents, and you could play, I've tried it with Dark Glare Medallion. So I would take off this, put on Dark Glare Medallion. This works too, except it's a little bit more RNG. Sometimes you could extend your brand, you know, a few times. I didn't get it here, and in which case you just play it exactly the same. But I-beam doesn't extend it as much as Chaotic Anguish, because the Fell Devastation from Chaotic Anguish also extends the Sinful Brand. So if you don't get the Dark Glare procs, your Sinful Brand is going to be quite short anyway, and then you're back in the same dilemma as when I was running Chaotic Anguish. It's just a bit less consistent, but it has the potential to pop off more if you're lucky. Personally, I prefer consistent, predictable damage profile. But if you're a bit of a gambler, then by all means go play Dark Glare. Personally, I had more fun with Chaotic Anguish, but that's just me. You could also run this build with Burning Wounds, Everburn. I forgot to change my legendary. I was playing Night Fae for a key, and then I forgot to change my legendary, and I went and did this Venthyr build, and I played the same build with Everburn, and it worked fine. I just played it exactly the same, but I just spread my Burning Wounds around, and I still did like 14k in a TOP. So that's decent for a TOP, I'd say, as well. So you can honestly almost get away with anything. This build's super consistent. I'm going to try this build in raids as well when there's cleave, kind of replacing Night Fae Karain build, I guess. But Night Fae Karain, Night Fae builds in general still work. I'm yet to try Necrolord, so I'll make videos coming up soon about all the other builds. Just stay tuned on the channel. Feel free to subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. If you're still here, you probably liked it. So make sure you hit a like on the video and let me know down in the comments that you did. Shout out to my patrons. Feel free to check out the Patreon. I will put that on the screen and link it down below as well for you guys. If you would like to help the channel and what I do and support me financially, that is up to you guys. Shout out to the guys that do support me. Their names will go on the screen now. More videos, loads more videos coming soon. Lots of commentaries, lots of different build spotlights and things like that. Hopefully this video helped just kind of get the general feel of this build. Jumping back in to say, if you'd like to see me try this build in a key, my most recent upload right before this one is a Necrotic Wake where I run this exact same build with Draven. So click over there to watch that one. And any questions, feel free to stop by the stream, twitch.tv/JustRuss, or ask me in the comment section down below. Or jump in my Discord or something, you know. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. As always, peace.